You are listening to Sisters with the Y, episode 16.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Can you believe it's the end of the year already? It's now November and
Yes.
we are getting super close to the holidays. And today we want to ask, should we be celebrating these holidays at school or at work?
Yeah, and there's different holidays. Columbus Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day. We have something in November. Veterans Day.
Well, and even Halloween. I think Halloween is a big one. I think that is definitely one of the ones that schools tend to question and feel like maybe they shouldn't celebrate. And that's one that I don't understand. I love Halloween. Maybe a little more than Sana does.
Yes, I never have found anything.
But, and maybe it was just the schools we were in, but when we were kids, in the schools that we were in, the school that we were in, they did celebrate Halloween as Halloween.
Yeah, they called it Halloween.
Yes, and we actually had a parade where we paraded with our costumes, and I remember 5th grade, I will never forget, I won.
What were you?
A flapper.
Oh, yes, that was a good costume.
It was the first time that my mom bought me like an actual
costume.
Yeah,
yes.
like she didn't make it, and I was so proud. And I'm like, you see, it is about buying costumes.
And I can remember the last costume I wore with my mom bought me like this white dress and a white hat at the thrift store. And I'm like, what am I? And she said, you're a bride, but you got married like on City Hall.
Oh, yes, that's right. You were a City Hall bride.
Yes.
I remember one time she bought, because we would buy them normally at thrift stores.
Yes.
It was a short black skirt. It was a red leotard. And fishnet stockings, like fishnet tights.
Yes, yeah.
And I was like, what am I? And she's like, you're a waitress, but at a bar. And I think that was like 4th grade.
Yes.
That was
I gave
4th
up.
grade.
After that, I'm like, no more. That's it.
And here is something about me. I have never not dressed up.
Yeah.
I was... You stopped trick-or-treating probably about 14, 15. Well, the thing is that for when I was 15, I did trick-or-treat. I dressed up, and we would go trick-or-treating with my cousin. I was a clown.
Oh, okay.
And I remember we would take out my brother, and
Yes.
we would go, my cousin Luisa would normally come over and
Yeah.
dress up, and we'd go. The Halloween after that, I was a mom.
So you still went.
So I still went.
Yeah.
So I've never not trick-or-treated. I've never not dressed up. I do really enjoy it. And this year, we both know that this year is my daughter's last year. She has made it very known that this will be her last year to trick-or-treat.
Yeah, so that's
And
it. You're
it's so
done.
sad to me. No, I'm going to take your kids, I already said, because it's so sad to me. Like, what am I supposed to do on Halloween then?
Give out candy. But nobody comes.
Nobody comes to my house. So
That's
it's like,
true.
what am I supposed to do? Make it a normal day? That would be ridiculous.
Or be like in a parking lot and just give out candy.
And just watch kids. I might get arrested. That wouldn't be too good. But it is, I know now schools, at least, and I don't know, maybe neither one of our kids have been in public elementary schools. So we don't know. When my son was in a public elementary school, but this was quite a few years ago, they did dress up. They did celebrate, quote unquote, Halloween. It was nothing else.
But that's what I was going to say. I don't know if it's oh my God, I was going to say like a Caucasian or where there's more mixed of races, because my son did go to a charter school in East LA, but it was only Hispanics, and they do have a Halloween parade.
Oh, they did?
Yes, it was called a Halloween parade.
Oh.
Kids dress up. They don't have to be storybook. The teachers, some of them were the storybooks, but kids, he was Michael Jackson, and he was all those
I
costumes.
didn't realize that.
Yes.
So maybe it's an LA thing versus where we are. It's a much
Yes,
smaller town.
where there's
and we
more mix. I think if they would have called it a harvest fair, festival, they would have been like, what?
We are also, and maybe it's that too, we are also a big Christian city.
Yes. Where we live at now.
It's really big here versus where you were before.
Yes.
It's primarily
It's Catholic. Everybody dresses up.
Yeah. So they probably dress up to church.
Yes.
You know?
I'm sure they do.
But when my daughter was in elementary school, they did have storybook day. So they can still dress up, but we're going to make it storybook
Yes.
day. Why?
Exactly. Like,
Who
isn't
are
it
we-
the same
who
thing?
Are we, and I think this is my main question. Who are we offending by celebrating a holiday?
Yeah.
And that's what I've never understood. So at work, we are really big. Luckily, everyone is willing to go with my thing and how
Yes.
much I love it. And we are really big on Halloween. And we always dress up and we always theme. And it's great. Well, this year, for the very first year...
I can't believe it's the first time.
first
Yeah.
time. And we've had a very diverse bunch.
Yes,
They're
yes.
always very, very diverse culturally. And but this year I have, for the first time, somebody that does not or cannot celebrate Halloween.
And I would just think that because it's work, that you would feel that it's work. This is like a requirement.
Kind of what you do.
Yeah.
But I want to ask her, but I didn't. Why? What is it
Yes.
going to do to your belief?
But then it's different with religion, and I practice no religion. And I do believe in God. I am a believer of God. But
Same.
when I used to go to a Christian church, once again in LA, down the hill. Oh no, we don't live wherever we live. I don't know if we're supposed to say where we live, but they did have trick or treating, and they called it trick or treating, and they would put in the parking lot doors, because you would knock on the door and say trick or treat, and he would say, you know what, let your kids dress up, because if you don't let them dress up, they're gonna ask you why, and you're gonna tell them because of God, and they're gonna hate God. So to me, what I don't get is, okay, you have these religious beliefs that will not let you dress up because Halloween is evil. But if you call it storybook, it's nothing with the costume. It's just a celebration of it.
And I'm not asking you, like, our theme at work isn't the devil.
Yeah.
So I'm not asking you
That
to
should be a
dress up.
theme
That
time.
might be pretty good. But, it's not something bad. We're not dressing up as something bad. We're not dressing our kids up. I understand if you say no, like nothing scary or nothing evil.
Yeah.
But if you're dressing up as, I don't know, Little Bo Peep. Like, how is that? Why is God going to be upset?
Unless you want to be like that sexy one. Then I think God will be upset.
Because that's not how Little Bo Peep looks, But it's, I think I don't understand that. There was a big thing a few years back. Somebody complained at an airport because there was Christmas trees in the airport, like as decoration.
Okay.
I forget what airport it was. I don't know if it was LA or not. But somebody complained because it was offensive to them. They were not Christian, and it was offensive. I don't understand. I don't understand how a pine tree could offend you.
But even with Christmas, I think, like, if it's Christmas is a holiday, a religious holiday. Not religious, a God holiday. And the Christmas tree does have a significance to why we have a Christmas tree. And I get it. If that's not your thing, don't celebrate it.
Don't.
But that
Don't let it
doesn't...
offend you.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't mean that because a tree is somewhere, suddenly they're going to make you not Christian.
And like you said, we are very big believers of God. I don't know that if somebody had a picture or a t-shirt with a picture saying, I worship the devil... Like, is that going to make me believe in God any less?
No.
It's not going to change me. And if you feel that my beliefs are going to change you or change your children, then you're not. Then your beliefs aren't strong enough.
Yeah, and I don't think I would put, even if someone was wearing a shirt of the devil or something like that, I don't think I would go up to them and be like, you know what, don't believe in it.
That's offending me.
Yeah, that's offending me. It's
if that's
not.
your belief, it's your belief. And more power to you for showing that off or embracing that.
So I do get, like, I think in schools it should be like, we're going to celebrate Halloween. Because that, at the end of the day, that's what's being celebrated.
And it's a holiday.
It's a holiday. Even if you cover it up, it's Halloween.
That's what's on the calendar.
Yeah. So if you're celebrating Halloween, whoever does not want to participate, don't.
Yeah. Don't.
Simple as that. Anyways, your kids are not doing nothing in school. You want them not to send them, don't send them that day. That's fine too. But don't change what's already there. And I'm not saying don't change a lot of things, because even like Columbus Day, It's no longer, in some calendars, it does say Indigenous People Day.
And in some calendars, it says Columbus Day.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to say, because up here, that was something different too. Up here, schools are off.
And over
Columbus
down
Day.
there, they're not.
And in LA, they are not.
They're
And
not.
in some other, I guess, less Caucasian cities, it's still not celebrated as Columbus Day. They do not get the day off. But up here they do, and it is celebrated as Columbus Day. The kids no longer learn about Columbus, but it is celebrated as Columbus Day.
Yeah.
And I don't know. To me, it's not going to offend me that they still have that on the calendar.
No, and
I don't get offended.
And then it's up to you. I think with my kids, I do tell them, you know what, this holiday, I don't agree with it being celebrated. And I have told them why. And even my son will be like, oh my God, I can't believe we're off because of this and this. Our beliefs that are only our beliefs. I'm not saying it has to be everybody's beliefs. But you know what? We get a day off. And I go, at the end of the day, I think people just want a day off.
And that's another thing that bothers me.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people that say that because of religious beliefs, they cannot celebrate anything. So if they are at a workplace, they can't celebrate Christmas. That's going to be the best example. They can't celebrate Christmas because it's against their beliefs. But guess what? Those same people are going to gladly take their quote unquote Christmas bonus.
Yeah, and they shouldn't. They could say no.
Yeah, if they say that they cannot celebrate that, or they cannot accept gifts, or they cannot be a part of your secret Santa or whatever it may be, then don't take that Christmas bonus.
Yeah, and then I feel like Columbus Day, like, yes, you get a day off. If I had the option of sending my kids to school that day, they would go to school.
Oh, I don't see.
I would.
But I feel I'm really borderline with Columbus Day. I don't care either way.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it did happen. Should we be celebrating what he did? No, but it did happen. It was a big, big part in our history.
Yeah.
So even the fact that they don't learn about it is a little weird to me. Should they add stuff to what they're learning? Should they tell them a
Yes.
little more of what happened? Yes.
Yes.
But they should be learning about it.
And I think they should learn about it with all the bads and goods, the same way they learn about Hitler or any other
Yes.
person in history. They're part of history, but they should be told the bad and the good. And, well, Hitler doesn't have a day. So then, so I don't think Columbus should, but he does. I think with Christmas and all these religious offense, it's more like a religious, right? Like it's against certain
it's
religious.
yeah.
Then don't be part of it, but don't be part of anything.
Yeah, because those same people that are not being okay with you celebrating, Christmas or whatever it may be, they're still going to take the bonus. They're still going to take the days off. They're still going to do all of that.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why I say
you
don't.
You are celebrating it.
Yeah.
But it should also not offend you. I would hope that this person that doesn't celebrate at work, that doesn't celebrate Halloween, that she in no way is offended by our costumes.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to think that she's not. She's never made it seem like she has.
Yeah.
I have another person at work that practiced this religion for a long, long time. They have been out of the church for 5 years now. But she says that even now, 5 years later, it's really hard for her to dress up for Halloween. Just because she's, this has been in her head her entire life. She now knows she doesn't believe that.
And you don't have to like it. I don't like Halloween.
It has
nothing to do with religion.
Yeah.
I just feel like, why am I dressing up? Why?
People, we trick or treat. We trick or treat every year. When we trick or treat together, I am in full costume. I'm full costume as Sana and my husband walk around in civilian clothes
with the regular other people. You know what I was for? Like, I don't know, when I was older.
Did you usually dress up for work?
No, I think when I was older, I would. Yes, I think for work. And then I used to love this navy blue Michigan State sweater that I had. And they were like, "What are you? A college student?"
Yeah.
At that time, it was only pretend. So it's like I don't see the fun of it. But I would never take it away from my kids, because at the end of the day, it's something.
It's part of their culture.
Yeah.
It's part of the culture here.
Yes.
I don't know. Do they celebrate Halloween in other countries?
You know what? When I was in Mexico long time ago, they did, because they were copying.
Oh, okay.
They
now
knew
I
it.
think some people celebrate Thanksgiving even
Yeah, I don't know about, but why would another country? I don't know.
I don't know, but
that's already just wanting to take extra holidays.
Yes. Like now, I just want another time to be off, and maybe an excuse to make turkey. You know, but
but you see, like this Thanksgiving, I don't even think I'm gonna have turkey. Because why? Why would I have it? It's not delicious.
Well, you know, we have been away for Thanksgiving quite a few times. Mm-hmm. We go and we take our vacation at that time. And on that day, on Thanksgiving Day, I always want us to go eat turkey somewhere. And my husband does hate it. He's kind of like, why do we have to eat turkey?
I only like the turkey that they would give us at school for lunch.
That was already with the gravy and the mashed potatoes. Yes.
That frozen, we don't know exactly what meat it was.
Where did this come from?
I want that.
Yeah, and it was good. But you know, a lot of kids, or I mean, a lot of adults say like, ugh, like, oh my God.
Loved it.
Like cafeteria food. I loved cafeteria food. It was so good.
But maybe because we're poor.
Maybe like those were like some good meals. Like what do you want? Summer lunch was the best.
Oh my God, yes. But now you don't even get that because now the kids get all this more organic food. Well, at least in these charter schools they do, but
I don't even know what they serve at Carly's.
But yes.
And once they get to like high school, going back to the holidays, I think they can dress up if they want to.
In high school?
Yeah.
Really?
But they don't do anything for the holidays. So there's no parade or there's no costume contest, nothing like that. They just, if you want to dress up, you can show up dressed up.
So then, like, let's say, and I've never asked this to someone that is religious, to where they cannot celebrate Halloween. Do they not see Charlie Brown, the Great Pumpkin?
Well,
because they do celebrate Halloween.
Like, how far does this go?
Yes.
Are they allowed to see?
Yeah.
I knew somebody else that had been raised in a very, very Christian home, and I never know what kind of Christians these
there's
people
different.
Are. There's so many different ones. Yeah. Sorry if you know, tell us.
Yes.
But she had been raised this way her entire childhood. They were not allowed to dress up, but there was so much more to it. They were not allowed to dress up. They were never allowed to watch a scary movie. There was anything that was quote unquote dark, they weren't allowed to do because it was something God frowned upon. Yeah.
You know what? Isn't our younger sister religious?
Oh, we should ask her.
How come we've never, we don't ask her these questions?
But it would be weird to ask if she celebrates Halloween because I don't know if she's ever celebrated Halloween. But, maybe she knows the answer to these questions.
Yes. Especially, what if you don't watch... We do know a lot of Christians growing up, even Jehovah's Witnesses, where they don't watch TV, regular TV. So this wouldn't even be an issue. Mm-hmm.
But even with that religion, they can't celebrate even birthdays.
No.
And
but everyone I've known has received a birthday gift.
They'll take it anyway. And that's where I have the problem.
Yeah.
That's where I have the problem. You're going to go out there and say you shouldn't be celebrating all these things, but, I'll take the gift.
Yeah. I
did have a friend that was a Jehovah's Witness, and she had kids, and she said she always celebrated their birthdays. They were just not their birthdays. So she always found loopholes around the religion, and see, that's another thing. You have to,
and that's why I'm not of a religion.
But she would celebrate their day, so they would each have a day during the year. It would just not be their birthday, and she would celebrate them, and have parties.
Well, and that's the thing to me, when you have to find a loophole, into something, then you're not just loving God for the reason of loving God. Mm-hmm. And in the world, because we do live in the world, these holidays are celebrated and they're everywhere. And they're taken however you choose to take them. Mm-hmm. Halloween, I've never, ever have thought about, I'm celebrating the devil today. Never.
And it's supposed to be, what's the true meaning of it?
There's a witch. Well, and I'm sure there's stuff that goes on.
Isn't it just the day before the Day of the Dead?
The Day of the Dead is the second.
Oh, the second.
Which I also understand the meaning of that. So if you're religious, can you celebrate the Day of the Dead? Because the meaning is just you're bringing your loved ones back.
For that day, right?
For that day. Yes. Are you... these are a lot of questions that we need to ask.
Why can't you be more religious or me be more religious so we know these things?
Please tell me.
We don't know the answer to these things.
Because... that's the thing. I think a lot of bad things can happen during these days, like Halloween.
But what bad things?
No, I remember this. But again, we're kid and they're just doing it because why not? It's Halloween, so we can do like a witch ritual or something like that. But I'm sure somewhere someone's doing something. But that occurs daily.
Yes, I don't know that it necessarily has something to do
the same way like
Halloween.
Valentine's. Does Valentine have to mean that you celebrate with a partner? No, it's friendship.
And actually, I think in Mexico it's called friendship.
Yeah,
Day.
and it's
not a love thing. It's a friendship thing.
Es el día del amor y la amistad.
Yeah,
That's always said.
And it's almost like loving your friends as well.
Yes. So,
which is another thing. Could schools not celebrate that? And I know there was a lot of teachers in my daughter's elementary school, a lot of grades where that was skipped. You can still bring your Valentine cards, but you would just pass them out, put them in everyone's little bag, and that's it. It was not celebrated. There was no party for it. That was it. It wasn't talked about.
My kids had the party, but I really liked the whole, let's just get a card for everybody. Because when I was in school, it's like, yeah, whoever didn't like you didn't give you a card. And I'm like, excuse me, but...
No, we always got a card for everyone.
Yeah, I think everyone should get a card, but it should be celebrated. If I would take a holiday out of the school, well, besides Columbus Day, it would be on Father's Day because people, you're making my kids sad.
But you would leave Mother's Day.
Yes, except for the other kids who fight for no Mother's Day, because that's hard.
I'm really big on celebrating everything. I don't know. Storybook Day, quote unquote, Storybook Day they would make sure that it never fell on Halloween.
I think that should.
It's being done
in Halloween.
Oh, see, no, ours would never fall on Halloween. So I made sure that every Halloween, my daughter wore a Halloween shirt. Halloween! Actual jack-o'-lantern, something on there that was Halloween. To prove her point. Because I take that back, just to prove my point.
Yes.
Because I do feel that it shouldn't offend anyone. And if you're getting offended by it, then something's wrong with your beliefs.
But then I think, isn't that what we're trying to create? I would love for the school to celebrate Halloween, and then Storybook could be the day after.
Why don't we make Storybook in March?
Yes, or once a week, whatever
kids,
you want.
At the end of the day, kids love dressing up.
Yes. So why not make it more often to where it's normal? My kid dresses up every day at home when she wants to wear clothes.
I know, most of the time she's in the nudist colony.
Yes.
But my son was dressed up as Woody, for a couple of years.
And I think that's healthy for the child.
It allows them to
explore their imagination. And then why not let it be like that? And then why not incorporate the Day of the Dead? Because everybody's wearing the cool stuff, right? That is Day of the Dead, but no one's explaining it.
But I think Day of the Dead is seen as something more cultural.
So let's put in all the cultures. Why don't we talk more about Kwanzaa? The same way we talk about Christmas, Hanukkah.
I think we would need the teachers to be okay. I remember, I want to say it was 3rd grade, maybe 2nd grade. My teacher, which was not Chinese, I believe she was white, she decided to celebrate Chinese New Year. And we did everything for it. We drew stuff and hung stuff
we
up,
did that too.
And we cooked and did stuff like that. We were not in a Chinese community.
But there was a couple. My best friend was Cambodian.
There was a couple.
My best friend was Cambodian.
which is not Chinese.
No, not Chinese.
But yeah, and they did that. So I think it has to do with the teacher. I remember when I was, and this is now, oh my gosh, this is now probably, it's over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When I did my early childhood development classes, and I don't know how it is with you because you did yours.
And that's what I was going to say,
But when I did my early childhood development classes, they made it very clear that we should not celebrate holidays in our classrooms.
Oh my God, but you see, that's what I was going to talk about right now. I'm taking early childhood right now, and it's about socialization and how to make kids feel good. And they were saying one of the main things that makes teaching not effective is when teachers that are human beings come with closed minds. They don't want to teach different cultures. They don't want to teach different ways of learning. They don't want to be empathetic to their classrooms. And I go, how sad that all this depends on teachers. And that we have to go looking for a school that does want to incorporate this to be more open-minded.
And then not just the school, but say you have to ask each individual teacher.
The teacher, yeah, because they might get a different teacher the year after that does not want to celebrate this or doesn't want to talk about this. And now you're closing everybody's mind because you're closed minded.
And I always used to say, if this is what I go into, my classroom is going to be full of Christmas trees and decorations. We, at the office where I work, the office is decorated for Halloween. The office will be decorated for Christmas.
You know what? Around here, it's not.
No.
You are right. This is the first time that I noticed
don't work
that.
in the city, in this area. So that's, probably also why it is embraced. But I don't know that in the 11 years that I've been there, I have felt that somebody was offended, and I don't know, maybe they have been and they just don't say anything, but I just don't know that I can understand that.
Yeah, except where I go to college, that was decorated October 1st.
Oh, really?
Yes, all the student guided offices were completely decorated.
Oh, see, that's good. That's good. I embrace that.
But not my kids' school.
No. Carly's school was never
no houses
either. There's a few houses here and there. And you know what? When we go trick-or-treating, there's a lot of people giving out candy.
Yeah.
In certain communities. There's the people
where we go.
Giving out candy. But they don't want to offend anyone. I think what I don't understand is why does not celebrating have to be quote unquote politically correct?
Yeah. And
why
then
can't it be politically correct to celebrate whatever the heck you want to celebrate?
Yet in East LA, where all my Hispanics are at, we're like, who the hell cares? This is to us, it was just candy. The kids are coming up, and then you would see people, and even the older ladies, even people like my mom's age, that are like, oh, you're a princess, or you're this, or you're that. And really, I don't think people were offended, but I don't know if we knew they were majorly no religion or Catholic.
That's what I was going to say. I think it has a lot to do with the religion.
Yeah, and even being Catholic,
I don't even think it's a cultural thing.
Yeah,
I think it's a religion thing.
Because even if they're Catholic, they would be okay with people dressing up as nuns.
I think my mom would be okay if we dressed up as a nun. She just doesn't like when she sees the sexy nun.
Yeah.
Or I think they have the pregnant nun out there. She doesn't want to see any of those.
Yes.
But she's okay. If we said we're gonna be a nun or we're gonna or your son's gonna be a priest.
Yes.
She would be totally okay with that. She just doesn't want it.
Too over.
Yeah, it's don't make it a bad thing.
But I do, and I thought and ever since I went back to school, and then we'll talk about it another day. When I thought I'm gonna be a teacher, my main problem and what guided me not to be is I don't want to deal with the parents, because I do think a lot of these things are the parents, because of course they're the ones that.
And I was like, bring it. I want to deal with the parents. The reason I didn't go into it was because I realized I didn't really like kids.
But I would want it to be open. I would love, the same way that I love that my kids have teachers that look different and they all have their different styles.
And it's so weird. I don't
you don't embrace that, but I do. Yeah. I would love for my child to come home and tell me what Kwanzaa is, what Hanukkah is, what any holiday that's celebrated in different religions. I want him to know that there's so many options, because that's why I didn't baptize my children, because I want them to try everything, be a Buddhist, be everything, and choose what you want. But if we don't give this openness to our children, if we don't open their minds, how do we change the world?
Yes, and if you want to, if as a teacher you want to have a Christmas tree, then have your Christmas tree. And you know what? Have what is the menorah? No, what is the candle thing called?
It's a menorah.
Is it a menorah? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. You see?
Sorry.
Because nobody told us.
Yes. And whatever it is that you have for Kwanzaa, I think it's a candle thing too. Have that too.
Yes.
Have everything out so that you can teach people or kids that they have choices, that they that they can do, that they can celebrate whatever they want.
And they can understand their friends, that they could have friends from different religions, be empathetic to it and understanding to it.
And that it's not going to offend you.
No.
That somebody that doesn't celebrate the same holiday that you celebrate shouldn't offend you. Why is that in any way offensive?
Yes,
it's not going to change your beliefs. It shouldn't. And if it's going to change your beliefs, then your beliefs aren't strong enough.
Yeah, I just think don't be part of it if you don't want to be part of it, but it should not cause you any disruption in your life. It should not cause you to not take your kids to a certain school. There's so many other reasons why you could be mad at the schools.
Worry about other things.
If you're going to these PTA meetings, there are so many things you can be talking about besides should we not celebrate Halloween.
And in my daughter's elementary school, and I think it might be different at your daughter's, but in my daughter's elementary school, they actually did not celebrate birthdays either.
Oh, no, mine's they do.
You can take something. You can take cupcakes or you can take something like that, but you cannot go into the classroom. They do not sing happy birthday. It's just something like, okay, we'll pass out these cupcakes.
Yeah, no, we could take something, which I didn't because it could not be cupcakes. It could only be healthy. There's gluten-free. Someone's gluten, like all these things. I think if you feed your kids gluten, they'll be fine.
Now there's allergies.
Allergies and no peanuts. And I'm like, I'm not cutting up fruit. I'm not.
Yo, that's a waste.
That is a waste.
No one's going to eat it.
And now I have to make sure that I cut it in the correct squares. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to throw an orange to each kid. But I did want them to make it special. Because it is. It is.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it is a special day. Whether it be a holiday, whether it be their birthday, it is a special day. And it shouldn't... No one should take away from that, I guess.
And your beliefs are special too. So if you are a Jehovah's Witness, let me know that you don't celebrate Halloween. But come on, and then tell me why. Because nobody has explained to me why.
And I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
And you almost feel, at least that's how I felt. I almost felt weird asking.
Yeah, and I don't. I want to be like, why? And then tell me the big, important belief, and I'll respect you, but respect me.
The other friend that I had, and she was a close friend, so that didn't celebrate Halloween and didn't celebrate or didn't watch scary movies. To her, it was just explained as, this is the devil's doing. Yeah.
And I don't watch scary movies for that reason.
You're like, you're inviting this into your life.
Definitely.
And I used to watch scary movies all the time when I was younger. I can't anymore because as I've gotten older, it scares me. Like, I don't know.
And I just feel like, why did this person come up with these things? Like, when they're
crazy.
Not like crazy movies I can watch if there's like a realistic problem, but just like someone eats your face, I don't want to know.
No, I think I watched more like, remember the Blair Witch Project?
Yeah, stuff like that. That's real, I think.
Well,
so.
I think it's also giving crazy people
ideas. I certainly would get ideas. So I don't watch it for that. Because I'll be like, I'll be the Joker tomorrow. I wake up.
Or Saw.
Yeah.
That one I did have to swear off. Like, I will not watch that one anymore. It scared me. I actually will not watch the Blair Witch Project.
Or Chucky. I will not watch Chucky.
And that's a big thing right now for dogs to be Chucky. Have you seen that?
No. I have to look at pictures.
What is it called?
Those
like
memes.
A viral video thing. It's like this dogs that dress up as Chucky and it looks like Chucky's running. But
oh my God, I have to look at it.
But I actually even dressed up my dog. So hopefully I'm not offending the dog community. But
well, she doesn't know she's a dog.
But I do dress her up. Well, tell us your views.
Yes,
Tell us why you don't celebrate if you don't celebrate, because we're very curious to know.
And you can comment on the link on our Instagram, which is Sisters with a Y. You can just click on the link and you can leave your comments or questions.
Yes, it'll send you to where you can leave it if you don't want to leave it on Instagram. But we are, just to remind you, on Instagram at Sisters with a Y.
Yes.
And we're going to end this with a quote. I once wanted to become an atheist, but I gave up. They have no holidays. Question you soon.
Till next time.